Something quiet but significant is happening in 2026. It isn't loud, flashy, or announced with a global keynote. Yet it's reshaping the personal computing world faster than most people realize. More users than ever before are walking away from the operating systems they grew up with and making a deliberate choice to switch to Linux. This shift is not being driven by hype or trends, but by frustration, control, performance, privacy, and a growing realization that modern computing no longer belongs to its users the way it once did. For decades, Linux was considered a niche platform, something reserved for programmers, system administrators, and enthusiasts who enjoyed tinkering with terminals and configuration files. That stereotype no longer reflects reality. In 2026, Linux is no longer just an alternative. For many people, it has become the obvious choice. To understand why this migration is accelerating now, we have to look at what has changed in the broader computing landscape. The modern operating system is no longer just software that runs on your machine. It has become a service, a data collection platform, an advertising surface, and in some cases, a gatekeeper. Users are increasingly required to sign in, stay online, accept updates they didn't ask for, and agree to policies they never read. Systems that once felt personal now feel rented. Every update introduces new restrictions, new background processes, and new demands on hardware that hasn't changed. In 2026, many users are finally asking a simple question. Why does my computer feel like it belongs to someone else? For many, the breaking point arrives during an update. A forced restart during work, a feature removed or redesigned without consent, an interface change that prioritizes monetization over usability, or the sudden realization that older hardware is no longer supported, even though it still works perfectly fine. This sense of loss of control is one of the strongest forces pushing people toward Linux. Linux distributions, by contrast, still operate on a simple promise. Your computer is yours. You decide when to update, what to install, what runs in the background, and how the system behaves. That promise resonates strongly in 2026, especially as users become more technically aware and more privacy conscious. Privacy is another major driver of the Linux switch. Over the past few years, public awareness of data collection has grown dramatically. People now understand that their operating systems can track usage patterns, send telemetry, analyze behavior, and even record interaction data. In many mainstream platforms, this data collection cannot be fully disabled, only minimized. Linux takes a fundamentally different approach. Most Linux distributions collect no telemetry at all by default. When data collection exists, it is usually transparent, optional, and clearly documented. This difference matters to users who no longer want their personal devices to function as surveillance tools. In 2026, privacy is no longer a niche concern. It is mainstream, and Linux aligns naturally with that demand. Performance is another powerful reason behind the migration. Modern proprietary operating systems have grown heavy. They demand more RAM, more CPU cycles, and faster storage just to feel responsive. Background services pile up over time. Startup slows. Battery life suffers. Linux, on the other hand, remains remarkably efficient. Even visually rich Linux desktops often consume fewer resources than stripped-down proprietary systems. Users with older laptops are discovering that installing Linux can make a 5 or even 10-year-old machine feel fast again. In a world where hardware prices remain high and electronic waste is a growing concern, this efficiency is not just convenient, it's ethical. The explosion of polished, beginner-friendly Linux distributions has also removed one of the biggest barriers to entry. In the past, switching to Linux often meant learning arcane commands and troubleshooting obscure errors. In 2026, many Linux distributions offer installation experiences that are as simple as clicking through a wizard. Hardware detection is better than ever. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, printers, webcams, and graphics cards work out of the box for most users. Desktop environments like GNOME, KDE, Plasma, Cinnamon, and Cosmic provide modern, beautiful interfaces that rival and often surpass their proprietary counterparts. Linux no longer looks like a compromise. For many users, it looks like an upgrade. Another major shift comes from software availability. One of the most persistent myths about Linux was that it lacked real applications. That myth has quietly died. In 2026, most everyday computing happens in the browser, and modern browsers run exceptionally well on Linux. Office work, email, cloud tools, video conferencing, and collaboration platforms all function seamlessly. On top of AIV, that Linux has gained access to powerful native applications for video editing, audio production, graphic design, and development. Tools like Blender, Krita, DaVinci Resolve, and countless open source alternatives offer professional grade capabilities without subscription fees. Even gaming, once considered Linux's weakest area, has seen a dramatic transformation, thanks to advances in compatibility layers and native support. Linux Gaming 2026 is not only viable, it's impressive. Thousands of Windows games now run on Linux with little to no configuration. Performance is often on par with, and sometimes better than, other platforms. Major game engines increasingly support Linux natively, and developers are more willing to test and release Linux builds. For gamers frustrated with bloated launchers, background services, and aggressive DRM, Linux offers a cleaner, faster experience. The idea that switching to Linux means giving up games is no longer accurate, and more gamers are realizing it. Education and work environments are also contributing to Linux adoption. Schools and universities increasingly teach Linux concepts, not just as a server platform, but as a desktop operating system. Students graduate with familiarity and confidence, making them more likely to use Linux at home. In professional environments, remote work has normalized flexible tools. Developers, engineers, data analysts, and researchers often find Linux better suited to their work. Once people experience the productivity and stability Linux offers in work settings, many decide to make it their primary system. Stability is another area where Linux shines. Linux systems are known for running for months or even years without requiring reboots. Updates rarely interrupt work. When something breaks, logs are accessible, configurations are transparent, and fixes are often just a text file away. This predictability builds trust. Users stop fearing updates. They stop worrying that a random change will disrupt their system. In 2026, stability is not just about uptime. It's about mental comfort. People want systems. They don't have to babysit. Customization is another powerful attraction. Modern Linux desktops allow users to shape their environment to match how they think and work. Everything from window behavior to keyboard shortcuts to system animations can be adjusted. Users can create minimal, distraction-free setups or visually rich, animated interfaces. This level of control is increasingly rare elsewhere. In a world where software often dictates behavior, Linux restores choice. That sense of ownership creates emotional attachment. People don't just use Linux, they feel connected to it. Another reason behind the Linux surge is economics. Subscription fatigue is real. Users are tired of paying monthly fees for software that used to be a one-time purchase. Linux offers an ecosystem where most tools are free, not in a trial sense, but in a freedom sense. Updates don't require payment. Features aren't locked behind tiers. This doesn't mean Linux lacks commercial software, but it does mean users have options. In regions where currency fluctuations and licensing costs are a serious concern, Linux provides access to powerful computing without financial barriers. This has made Linux particularly attractive in emerging markets and among students and freelancers. Community also plays a crucial role. Linux users are not just consumers, they are participants. Forums, documentation, chat rooms, and video tutorials create a culture of shared knowledge. When users encounter problems, they are encouraged to learn and understand rather than wait for official fixes. This empowerment changes how people relate to technology. They stop seeing their computer as a black box and start seeing it as a tool they can understand and control. In 2026, this mindset is spreading beyond technical circles. Security is another major factor. Linux's permission model, open development process, and rapid patching make it inherently resilient. Malware exists, but it is far less prevalent. Users are not constantly bombarded with antivirus pop-ups or security warnings. Updates are centralized and trustworthy. For people tired of fighting their own system to stay safe, Linux offers peace of mind. Another subtle but important reason for the Linux migration is philosophical. There is a growing discomfort with the direction mainstream technology has taken. Closed ecosystems, locked bootloaders, artificial limitations, and planned obsolescence have eroded trust. Linux represents a different philosophy, one rooted in openness, collaboration, and longevity. Users who care about digital rights, sustainability, and long-term access increasingly see Linux as a statement as much as a tool. Corporate adoption has also helped normalize Linux on the desktop. As more companies use Linux internally, employees become familiar with it. When they leave work, they are less inclined to return to systems that feel restrictive. This familiarity reduces fear. Linux stops being that weird system and becomes just another option, often a better one. The rise of immutable Linux distributions has also played a role. These systems offer stability and security by design, reducing the risk of system breakage while maintaining flexibility through containerized applications. For users who want reliability without complexity, this approach is appealing. It demonstrates that Linux is not stuck in the past, but actively innovating. Perhaps the most important reason people are switching to Linux in 2026 is simple satisfaction. Users report feeling calmer, more focused, and more productive. Their systems boot faster, last longer on battery, and do what they ask without constant interruptions. There's a sense of relief in using a computer that works for you instead of against you. This migration is not about abandoning familiarity overnight. Many users dual boot, test Linux on old hardware, or run it in virtual machines. Over time, confidence grows. The old system gets used less. Eventually, one day, it's gone. Not with drama, but with quiet certainty. Linux in 2026 is not perfect, and its users know that. But perfection is not what people are looking for anymore. They are looking for honesty, control, and respect. They are looking for systems that treat them as owners, not products. And increasingly, they are finding that in Linux. This is why more people are switching, not because Linux suddenly became fashionable, but because the world changed and Linux was ready for it.